Hey guys, I'm back. I've been sick as a dog again lately. I know you're out there saying, why are you sick? And I've got a very good answer to that. I have a 3-year-old in daycare and I have an 8-year-old in second grade, and therefore they are walking biological warfare factories. So we were supposed to get a giant blizzard today. That wasn't too bad, but this ended up arriving because the U.S. Postal Service can't keep them down no matter what the weather. So we're going to do an unboxing of this. It is now very late, possibly early Thursday morning, but this is going to be an out-of-schedule Thursday post. I've also got something special I'm going to record now that I have a voice and I can speak. We're going to do a follow-up to the Club Tack video, and we'll talk about that in the next one. But that'll probably be up either this Thursday or Friday, in addition to the regular upload, because I'm not going to monetize that video, and I'll explain why. So anyway, let's just get into the advanced supply drop from Never Enough Tactical for March 2018. I've been going through my collection, getting ready for the big full collection vid that people have wanted me to do, and I decided to use a knife that never gets to see the light of day. This is a Benchmade 940 Gold class. I can't remember the exact designation, but it is one of my favorite knives. Beautiful anno titanium scales. It's got an M4 blade with this beautiful finish, carbon fiber bolsters. It's one of the better looking 940s. I mean, there's a lot of it, great looking 940s, but figure what the hell. So, I'm also not in my normal recording spot. Let's take a look at what we've got in this particular supply drop. So we've got some informational kind of stuff on the top. Interesting. All right. This is going to be a little difficult for me to do correctly because I'm upside down, but let's see. So we've got, nice, 2 pages of items. That's really cool. So we've got the basic supply drop and the advanced supply drop that we're going to be looking at. It's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 items. The advanced, the box itself costs us $89.99 plus some shipping. They're telling us that it has a MSRP this month of $187.36. So we'll just see if that holds up to our little evaluation as we go through the different things in the box. So we're going to start off with the 5-inch Molly sticks by Vanquist with an MSRP of $13.49, and they are right up on top. So what do these little guys do for us? So these Molly sticks here are really a quick release kind of item to attach all your Molly equipment together, to sort of weave them together and then have a real quick pop and it comes off if there's a pouch, for example. So we'll actually use a couple of items that came in last month's battle box. We have our Molly gloves dispenser. We have this pack which has Molly attachments on it. That'll be perfect for the example. Basically, you pull on this, it unlocks the thing. We would weave in through the straps the piece we want. And this one's giving me a little bit of trouble, but now make sure that this little this little plastic clip here comes up onto that last thread and snap it in place. And now this pouch isn't going anywhere. It's securely fastened, and you can put this up or down, it doesn't matter. But when you're ready to pop this off, yeah, and you'd have to do something with the straps and all, but you could just tuck them all the way in or something. When you're ready for this to come off, maybe you want to just do a quick gear change or hand your first aid pouch to a friend or whatever. Pull the threading up and pull your stick, and it comes right off. So these are pretty useful and cool. So you get a total of 4 of them in the package, and you use for one large pouch like something like this that you had to put on, or they really could work for four small pouches, or however you want to combine it. This is a pretty useful item. I like these. I'm a fan of these. Practical, not very gimmicky. Yes, you could just put your gear on with the standard if you're not intending to take it apart anytime soon. But if for quick release type stuff or things that you want to do a plug and play type gear setup, $13.49. I could totally see them going for that in a catalog. I'm sure you can find them for less if you want to, but that's a pretty nifty little item right there. And I haven't seen these before, so these are going to go in the like it pile. So, next thing we're looking for is the Field and Range Solution by Cleanse Oil. And we have a bottle of that right here. pretty easy instructions going on. And it's another cleaner, lubricant, protectant type stuff. What's pretty cool is normally in these boxes, when you get a bottle of stuff, it's a small sample size bottle. This is like a big full-on 8-ounce bottle. So let me see what it smells like, because I got to do that. It smells like soap, actually. Oh, something else that I have not used personally. I'm not sure exactly how I feel about this right here in terms of the like it, don't like it. I have so many kinds of oils and everything. It's not bad to have another one. Now, $15.99, you know, I don't know about this brand. I know that for a good quality bottle of stuff, you could pay a lot of money. But I also know that I use, you know, Rem oil sometimes from Walmart, which is way cheaper than this. There's not a lot I'm gonna do with it right now, obviously, but I'm gonna put it in the sort of, I'm not gonna call it the map pile. It's gonna be the, we're gonna change some names up. It's gonna be the not a bad product, I just don't have a lot of use for it right now pile. So that's where this one's gonna go. You know, when I do use it a little bit and I have some knives I'm putting back together and I'll, you know, have to do some gun cleaning and test it out, I'll follow up. All right, next we've got an 8x11 net limited edition lock sack for $13.49, and you know what it is? It's a Ziploc bag. It's a $14 Ziploc bag. Now I'm sure that it's a little bit stronger and tougher than your average Ziploc bag, but I mean seriously, actually it doesn't feel that much stronger and tougher than your average Ziploc bag. From electronics to your weapons. Wait, there we go. Sorry, I'm not used to do this camera upside down. Well, it does have some specs on it. So waterproof down to what, 200 feet? I guess that's not bad. I don't know. I just a $13.50 plastic bag though. It doesn't feel any more secure, honestly, than like a Ziploc freezer bag, which I use for cooking and marinating stuff, and it doesn't take a lot of pressure at all to just pull this apart. I'm not, is this for real? I'm not sure. Well, it says that you can, you know, make and receive calls with your phone in the bag. My phone does not take up this much room in a bag. So if I were to put my phone in the bag, it would be a little awkward carrying this thing around and making and receiving calls on it. It says you can use the touch screen, which you can actually. So you can manipulate the phone and do stuff, but you have to make sure you put it in backwards because you have the big Never Enough Tactical symbol on one side, so that's not going to do you much good. And it's not a very thick bag. It would be punctured quite easily, I think. You know, without any further testing of how rugged this lock is here, to me it's a Ziploc bag. It really is. And you know what? I don't like it. So it's the first item in the don't like it pile. A $13, $14 Ziploc bag. Fantastic then. Next, belt adapter panel by Verdix with an MSRP of $19.95. So this little item is going to let you take something that maybe just has provisions for belt loop. Pretend this is just a belt loop now. How many times do I see a sheath or some kind of tool that just has like a standard vertical belt loop and I say, well, that limits our options on on where we can put it. So with the belt pad adapter, you've got your one side of Velcro, the fuzzy side, and you can fold half of your belt pad adapter. Make sure I'm doing it right. Pass it through whatever the belt loop item is. Unfold it, and now you've got an item that you can secure to any kind of, you know, Velcro pack setup. So it doesn't adapt something to your belt. It adapts something for your belt to be used somewhere else. Now we have a Verdix multi-use holster in here too. Let's take a look at that because I think that is the next item on the list. So they say this is $19.95. Now it's $19.95 for a lot of Velcro. I can buy I can buy Velcro for less than that and make the same thing if I wanted to, but let's kind of see how the multi-purpose holster turns out. I don't have a sidearm here available to test it with, but this is interesting. There is a whole lot of modular pieces here that you basically make your own holster out of. You fit it to the gun itself. So it's almost like when you custom mold Kydex, except this thing is softer and it can be used over and over again. So you'd lay your weapon in there, kind of like so for right hand. It would wrap all the way around. So you just make it fit your weapon snug regardless of what it is. And then you would use the other accessories to basically build yourself a nice snug holster with different accessories and everything. I think this is actually pretty cool. If you have, now I have said this in other videos, I used to have a large handgun collection. I think the biggest one I had was a Smith & Wesson Model 645, which is really like a large, heavy, all-metal frame handgun. One of the smallest I had was, well, I had a very compact Smith & Wesson 40 caliber. I had some small 9mm. So this kind of setup is pretty cool because you can adjust this. Like I said, I wish I had, you know, the Springfield available right now to do all the modeling on, but I don't. But this actually is, I think, a pretty cool system rather than buying some kind of custom moldable holster for each one of your handguns. Now, if you like the rigid setup, obviously this isn't going to be as rigid, but I think once you get it all folded and measured out, it's pretty good. And then you can Velcro this to whatever kind of, you know, carry option you have. It also gets set up with belt loops. You don't need the belt loop adapter, the belt adapter pad for this, but two different carry options. So for $24.95, I think I could see this being a decent deal. If you haven't shopped for, you know, aftermarket holsters for handguns, they are pretty expensive. Some will come with like a small kind of holster in the box with it, but most will not. So this is pretty cool, actually. I like this, and I want to bring this to the shop and show it to Darren and see what he thinks of it. But this one's going in the like it pile. I think the belt adapter pad has some merit, but I don't know if the price right now, if $20 for one piece of Velcro right now is doing it for me. I do think it has, like I said, it's got merit, and I can see where you would want to use it. I think that there are other ways to do that, and I think that it can be done cheaper. So I'm going to put that in the middle pile. Useful item, not quite for me right now. We've got only one more item in the basic drop, and that is the Stormproof Sweetfire Tinder by UCO Gear with an MSRP of $9.99. And that's right here. And this basically looks like, it looks like a match in Sushi had a crazy mutant baby, and it was this. So this is one of these fire starters. This is, wow, this is big. And so what I'm thinking is, it says windproof, waterproof, made from renewable biofuel, and burns for 7 minutes each. So you have your kind of wind waterproof match up at the top, and it comes with, on the box, striker sides, and then you've got some small strikers that you can carry around and put in a survival pack. And then inside you've got 4 of these, what are these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 packs. So you know, you've got 20 of these fire starters, and it's pretty cool because it's self-contained. So if you have your striker, spark it up and go. I'm sure you could also light it with you know, a match or a lighter or even a ferro rod. It smells like house paint. Do you get that smell too? Yeah. But you know, some house paints are pretty flammable in their liquid form. So I'm dying to try this out. Now $9.95 for a setup like this. You know, we've looked at a lot of fire starters before. Could you find it cheaper if you price checked? Probably, but I would probably pay $9.95 for a setup like this. This is pretty cool. I didn't realize it was going to be the match and a fire starter all at once. We will definitely test this out with another fire starting video. I have to do a follow-up to my fire cord and survivor cord to explain why I did some of the tests the way I did. Some people had some things to say about it, and I understand why they did. But I like this. Right now, not having tried it yet, I don't know if I'll still like it later on, but I like this from the outset. So, look at that. Look at that. Made from sugarcane. This is going to the like it pile. I think this is actually a pretty cool idea. Can't wait to try it out. So let's see what the last item is that takes us from basic to advanced. And it is a second focal plane classic scope with duplex red dot reticle by Primary Arms. And that's the MSRP on that is $89.99. So I don't do a lot of scope shooting. That was never my thing. I was not a sniper. I was not a designated marksman or anything. I was an open sights kind of guy, sometimes ACOG, but never a, like, I was never a very proficient. This is a very heavy scope though too. I was never a very, oh god, my caution, do not eat packet opened up. There are little plastic balls raining out from all over this thing. I've got balls everywhere. This is a pretty heavy scope though. So we've got a cleaning cloth that comes with it. It doesn't look that fancy. It has no... well, I've got no mount for it, so I don't know if I can actually put this on a rifle tonight. I'm sure that Darren has something that we can use. So it has nice protective end caps, some good strong plastic, and a glare reducing insert there. It's a 3-9 by 44. It's made in China. But you've got separate adjustments for your elevation, for windage. It says in the instructions that it is suitable for use up to 5.56 NATO caliber, so not for your larger hunting rounds. I mean, there's not much I can do to show you this right now. It's got a diopter ring so it can correct nearsightedness and farsightedness, so that's kind of cool for me. As a glasses wearer, I could set it. I'm not exactly sure what I mean, I'd have to spend time on the range, obviously bore sighting and everything. It's a simple scope. Doesn't have a lot of fanciness. It's not illuminated or anything like that. It's just a simple adjustable scope. Now this is one where I don't have a lot of experience with scopes because I've already said I don't really hunt and stuff like that. Some people have asked me, you know, was I ever a sniper or anything, and I give them the honest answer, no. Because I would get myself and my spotter killed because I would never have the patience required to be a sniper. I barely had the patience to sit quietly in an LPOP as a scout and just shut up and, like, you know, do that job. Snipers have it way worse than that. So I'm going to bring this to Darren at the shop and let him mess with it. And this will definitely bear a follow-up video based on it. But it seems not rugged that I would want to bang it around a lot, but it seems well made. Everything seems finished off well. Of course, I can look in the optics and you can't, but it seems like a decent scope. I'm going to need you guys, you avid hunters though, and you know, maybe people that have spent some time training as marksmen, sharpshooters, snipers, whatever, to chime in, because this is really not my thing. And you know, I always like to tell you guys when I'm a little bit out of my league, and I'm a little bit out of my league with scopes and everything. Let me give you some specs on the box real quick. And over here. And I'm sorry, I'm holding it as steady as I can. And there we go. Alright. So, I'm going to put this in the like it pile, because it feels like a quality made thing, and it is something that I might actually want to use, or at least if it's a good item, think about this in the next giveaway for some of you guys that hunt. That would be pretty cool, huh? But we have the standard makes good Tinder stuff, and Peter Kitty Cat will probably be all over that. And we have a little informational pamphlet for Verdicts, all about their bags and their Velcro system, which seems to be their thing. There's a little... For more information, check here. I think this holster would be really good to, you know, to secure it inside a pack and stuff like that. I don't know though. Maybe it's a great carry option. I'm not sure. But overall, there's only one item in this month that I really am like, bleh. There's two that, you know, we normally would call the man pile. I'm not even calling it the man pile because they're not bad. I have so much lubricant and cleaning already that I just don't need this one. So it's like, I could try it out, but it probably is going to sit on a shelf somewhere. And then this, the belt adapter panel. Great. I think it's a great idea. I don't know for the price. Is this really, like, I think maybe we could come up with a good field expedient solution that saves us a lot of money on that. Not sure. But the like it items I think are all really cool. I'm actually excited to kind of try them out. So, Never Enough Tacticals had its ups and downs, but I think this is a pretty good box. I'm for the most part happy with what comes in it. Dying to try this stuff out, and this will definitely be in a video. So, there it is. All right, guys. I guess that's going to be it for this one. If you noticed, I've got a lot of videos that I have, well, I don't know if you noticed, but they've been pre-recorded, and I've had them up for my Patreon guys to view. They get to see stuff advanced without the monetization, without the ads and everything, and then I slowly set them for public release as time goes on. So you guys have been watching a lot of videos that have already been recorded. This is one of those ones that sort of pops up when it pops up when the box gets here. Blade and Barrel has finally shipped, and like I said, there'll be an announcement about some other subscription stuff, and another kind of a follow-up video to Club Tack coming up very near soon, and new knives. I have probably 4 or 5 more videos that are online, just waiting to be made available to all you guys. So lots more stuff coming down the line. All right, you guys are all awesome, super extremely, amazingly awesome. I appreciate every single one of you, and I'll be back in real soon.